the meeting. Now, I would like to welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Rohan Batra. Toastmaster Rohan.
I think he needs to reconnect. The stage is yours, Rohan.
Sorry, guys. So, no, is it my turn now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a good round of participation today. So very good evening, a good afternoon to everyone. Today we are here for our third demo meeting. Lao Tzu once said that new beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. Just to give you an insight about what this line means, in the book called The Code of the Extraordinary Mind, the author, Vishen Lakhiani, talks about the concept of beautiful destruction. He narrates a personal incident. He talks about a time in life where he and his family members wanted to stay close to each other. On one end of New York was his house, and on the other end was his family's house. And they were trying to look for a place or an accommodation which could bring the family closer to his house. They tried, but nothing worked. But the intent was always there. So one day, the house where the parents were living, it caught fire. The house was completely burned down. Luckily, there was nobody inside. What happened after that was something beautiful. Because the house was insured, they got the insurance money after the house got burned. They pulled a little bit of extra money into that amount and got a new place next to the son's house. Now, this might seem a bit odd. How can a destruction be beautiful? Because the concept of beautiful destruction is that if you want certain things in life, the universe conspires with you in myriad ways. It destroys the things which you don't need in life and only brings in the things which you actually need. We are at the cusp of a new beginning today, and we too have faced a beautiful destruction. And as the Bible says, that whenever you're on the verge of new beginnings, all that you can have is hope. And this theme is about this hope and a fresh start. And with this, let me take a round of introduction of our guests here. Before I hand it over to our Toastmaster of the day. So can I request, hi Shefali.
Hi Rohan, thank you so much. Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing.
Yeah, can you say a few words?
Yeah, sure. So myself Shefali Singh, invited by Swati Yadav, who is a member of Toastmaster. And this is my very first session of this kind, and like I'm enjoying it already. So thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Shefali. It's great to have you here. We now have some new role players who've also joined in today. Can we ask Amulya to please unmute and say a few words?
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yeah, hi Amulya.
Hi, I'm good. So I'm a member of Mumbai Toastmasters, and honestly speaking, I was born in Delhi. So I just thought that, why not attend a meeting of Delhi Toastmaster Club. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Thank you. I see that your loyalties are still with Delhi. Great to know that. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the meeting today. Okay, I also have our guest, Anshu. Hi, Anshu.
Hi, Rohan.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, doing great.
So, how can today be different in terms of the meeting than any other meeting?
So I've already introduced my. I'm not able to hear you
Yeah, I was only saying, Anshu, how can today's meeting be any different from the other meetings? So, what? So, I think I got unmuted. I got muted again. I was saying that, how are you, Anshu? How can today's meeting be any different from any other meetings you've attended so far?
I am good, and I'm expecting to see more number of participations, more people participating, chipping in, and this is what I am looking forward to.
Thank you. Thank you, Anshu. I hope we live up to this commitment. And I believe today's meeting is going to be special, not just because of the theme, but also because of the person behind the theme. So let's take this moment to welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Digant, with a huge round of applause.
Thanks, Toastmaster Rohan. So, friends, before we move on to this path, let me do one activity with you. But before this, I need your help in regarding one small important activity also. So just on your screen, go to the stop video section and start your video. And I accept that most of us might be living like the Neanderthals who had just fought dinosaurs. But please, let's be a little bit more realistic. Let's accept what we are for what we are, and let's show our true face. Because this activity might be needing that. Okay, I am seeing Chehek and Astha taking note of this fact. Anshu also. Now I'm going to specifically mark those people out who are just not starting their videos. So it's Rohan Batra, Manvi, Suchit, and our birthday girl, Aman. Amandeep, I'm telling you, we will not be celebrating your birthday unless you switch on your video.
Okay, it's a mandate. I just joined in, so I don't know what's going on.
All right. So what has happened right now is the presiding officer has handed me over the screen, and we are officially starting this theme now. So friends, I want all of you to do one thing. Just you have to imagine each and everything. You have to just close your eyes and you can imagine anything except a red faced fat monkey. Come on. Now, I need to ask one important question from all of you. Who have seen that red faced fat monkey? Please lift your hands up. Come on, come on. Let's be honest with each other. Okay, so this is the tendency of our mind. Whatever we tell our mind to not to do, it definitely does that. And whatever we tell about our mind, to do, it does that. But whatever we don't tell our mind to do, it definitely does that. Okay. So as soon as I told my mind that I don't have to see a red-faced fat monkey, automatically my mind started looking for that, and in various versions, sometimes even gorilla also, and sometimes in various other dresses. So this is the importance of a fresh start. Our mind hooks up to the negativity, but it's always best to have a fresh start. To quote an anecdote, few days back, I was having a conversation with Master Swati, where I was sharing that I'm little bit scared about the things that will be like whatever we faced, we some of us might have faced in our earlier clubs, like TMOD club. That some same strictness might be there in the new club. But this is the beauty of Toastmasters, with the beauty with which Toastmaster Swati replied. She told it is good to do mistakes. It is good to have a fresh start. For the same reason, we have created this beautiful club, New Delhi Toastmasters Club. So, friends, in Toastmasters, we are not just here for perfection. We are here to learn from mistakes. These mistakes might be our mistakes, and these mistakes might be also our friends' mistakes. But we learn from them. We accept might be wrong at one point of time, and we are ready to take a corrective action. And this is the beauty of Toastmasters. We can go to any other place on earth. Most of the places where we are going for public speaking, 100% perfection is needed. A person has to be completely accurate, completely good in the delivery or in their working. But at Toastmasters, we accept the imperfections and we move towards perfection. So, friends, I have just one more demonstration in front of you to show. For this, I will be needing the help of the girl about whom I talked just now, Toastmaster Swati.
Yeah, okay.
Toastmaster Swati. So imagine a situation in which we met first time, although we have met numerous times, but first time we met. And now I am just admiring you. That Swati, your smile is marvelous. You are beautiful. You are cheerful, and you have a good, sweet voice, etc., etc. Tell me, how will you be feeling?
Great.
After a while, now Swati, once we met and we were on the drive. We were driving to, you were driving the car and we were moving towards some place. Okay. Now I said one thing. Swati, I think your driving is too fast, which is making me little uncomfortable. What will you feel?
I'll drive slow.
Hmm?
I'll
Sorry?
drive slow.
Okay. Means what will you think about me after that?
Maybe something bad.
Okay. Thanks, Master Swati. Although I wish that we should be in good terms and that driving should be happening in a good way. Thank you. So the same thing happens. We remember 10 that things that we hear from a friend. But once we hear that one thing which is not so good, we forget all the 10 things or 100 things that 100 good things that we heard our friend, and we focus upon that single thing. And as the tendency of our thinking goes, this small thing becomes a research thesis which is to be recorded, noted down, commented upon, cross-referenced, and whatnot. I think married people might be relating to my example much more, since they might have faced this in practicality. So this is the thing. So here a fresh start is needed. Wherever we face some of the situations which are not so compatible, we should be remembered. It's good that many times I also notice that it's good. We also notice that it's time for a fresh start, to start with a clean slate. And with such beautiful vision, this club has started, and probably since I was asked about the theme for this meeting, why I choose this theme was probably this meeting will be marking a way towards a fresh start, since this might be it is a possible chance that this might be our last demo meeting. Next time we will might be starting with a regular meeting. So this might be our journey towards a fresh start. Sorry, see, I revealed this secret to all of the people. So in this Toastmasters meeting, there are 3 sections. First section is prepared speech section. So just friends, tell me if any one of you have seen a cricket match or a soccer match. I hope my brother is not hearing because he is a die-hard football fan. But has anyone of you seen a cricket match happening? Okay. So same thing happens in a prepared speech segment. Here people come, speakers come who have worked hard for entire week regarding their speeches, and then they perform. Likewise, in football as well as in cricket, we see players doing a lot of net practice or lot of practice, and finally they deliver on the showtime. Second is table topic session, which I call my for my own sake as icebreaker session, because in this session we are provided a topic on the spot and we have to express our views on it. It is not something a typical one, it's just sharing our ideas regarding that topic, which will be explained by table topic master. And last but the most important session of all, a session without which Toastmasters meeting is not possible at all, is the general evaluation session. Everything that happens throughout this meeting, right from my team to presiding officer, everyone else is being evaluated and given a positive feedback upon. So friends, with this, I'm going to call the general evaluator for the meeting, Toastmaster Tariq Ashraf, to explain about his role.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Digant, for inviting me on the stage. I'm the general evaluator for the day, and I'll be evaluating the whole meeting. But let me talk about the theme first. A wonderful theme that has been brought up by our veteran Toastmaster Digant. Most of you don't know that he's already enrolled in 8 paths. 8 paths. Oh, okay, it is 9th. He has got into 9th one. And I request every one of you to choose your second path because it is absolutely free. Now, coming back to the theme, there will be a fresh start if you choose that path also. So, fresh starts. What does it mean? Fresh start, when I was inquired upon this theme by Digant, Toastmaster Digant, I told him that I remember an incident that happened to me in class 8th. When I was in class 8th, I got a mere 60% in my final exams. I couldn't show my mark sheets to my family, especially my father, because I got around 50 marks in mathematics, and he would be furious to know that. But that day, I decided that I will make a fresh start and start focusing on my studies. And within 3 months, my score jumped from 60 to 85. So that is what fresh starts does to you. And whenever you feel that you have failed or you cannot go further, a fresh start will help you in your life to move on. Now, coming back to my role. So as I told you, I'm the general evaluator of the meeting, and I will be needing some support in this evaluation session. For that, I have a tag team. That means timer, our counter, grammarian. And we have another role player, aux role player, that is active listener. So first of all, I would like to call upon stage the timer of the meeting, Toastmaster Amulya, who is joining from Mumbai Toastmasters. So over to you, Toastmaster Amulya.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. As he said, so I'll go on about how my role is. So time is a tricky thing, and I know that most of the speakers here would not want to be bound by time and just want to talk about their stuff for hours and hours, but we're on a tight schedule. So I am the timer of the day. I am responsible to keep a track of the time taken by the speakers and the role players as well. So today we have icebreaker speech. For that, the allotted time is 4 to 6 minutes, and I will be showing the green card at 4 minutes, yellow card at 5 minutes, and the red card at 6 minutes. There is also a grace period of 30 seconds on either side of the time limit. Then for the second speaker, I will be showing the cards, the green card at 10 minutes, the yellow card at 11 minutes, and the red card at 12 minutes. And again, the grace period on 30 seconds on either side of the time limit. For table topics, each speaker is encouraged to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. I will show the green card at 1 minute, the yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card at 2 minutes. And the grace period is only on the upper side of the time limit, which is 30 seconds. For evaluators, you have 2 to 3 minutes. I will be showing the green card at 2 minutes, the yellow card at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and the green card and the red card at 3 minutes. And again, 30 seconds time grace time on either side of the time limit. Yep. And I will give my final report when called upon by the general evaluator at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amulya, for that wonderful intro. Now I would like to move on and call upon stage our counter, Toastmaster Ghulam. Toastmaster Ghulam, can you hear me?
Should we be dropping him message?
No, he's here. I think there's some connection.
I think you can call another
Yeah.
role player first.
Yeah.
Let's wait.
So I'll call our grammarian for the day. That is Toastmaster Richa.
Good evening, everyone. I'm the grammarian for the day. I'll note down the good usages and the not so good use of language, as well as grammatical errors made by the speakers and various role players. Use of other languages like Hindi, regional be avoided. If that usage is necessary, please translate them into English for everyone's understanding. I'll also keep a track of any pronunciation mistakes. In addition, I'll keep up the number of times the word of the day has been used by different speakers, and also monitor the appropriate and inappropriate usage of the word of the day. The word of the day is outset, meaning the start or beginning of something. Usage. The outset of Toastmasters has been a breakthrough for me. She set high goals for the outset of her career. A little can save you a lot of expense. acknowledge the word of the day with a thumbs up. I'll submit my presentation.
I think there was some network error. But anyways, thank you, Toastmaster Richard. I request you to put that word of the day on the chat screen for everyone's, so that everyone can understand what is the word of the day and its usage also. Now I can see Toastmaster Ghulam back with us. So I'd like to request Toastmaster Ghulam to come on stage and give the intro of his role of our counter.
Thank you, General Velveter Tariq, and good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Before describing my role, I would like to say on the theme. So I think we already speak a lot on that. I just wanted to add one thing. Fresh start is like a chances that we give to us and that we deserve. So everyone has to start new, whether they have any problem or anything. So it should be given to everyone. And to my role, I'm the R counter for the day. Filler words and catches causes interruption in the speech, which further distract the attention of the audience. As a result, they reduce the impact of speech. My role is to make notes of the pauses, filler words used by the speakers and role players. Filler words are like, you know, so, I mean, well. In addition, unintentional sound like ums, and long pauses will be noted. I will submit my report during the general evaluator. Thank you. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ghulam, for that wonderful intro. Now I'd like to call our last, but not the least, final role player, the one who has joined our Toastmaster Club in the last week. And I hope that she'll be delivering a fantastic role this time. So I welcome our active listener of the day, Toastmaster Deepti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tariq. I hope I'm audible and visible too.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, well, my husband basically gifted me a membership to this amazing club, and only because he wanted me to make a fresh start to active listening. Okay, so there's no other reason than active listening. So, yes, I'm here, and I'm trying to do justice to what he chose for me by starting or taking up my first role in a club meeting as an active listener. So I'll be listening to each one of you very closely and carefully. And then towards the end of the meeting, I will be asking you questions. And that's how my role is shaped up to be. So see you at the other side. Thank you. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepti.
Back to you, Toastmaster Tariq.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepti, for that wonderful intro. And it's good to see you here. And now, coming back to the structure of the meeting, so we have these 4 auxiliary role players, and apart from that, we do have some evaluators who will come and evaluate the speakers after their speeches. Let me remind and all of you that in Toastmasters, we follow the CRC approach, that is a sandwich approach of commendation, recommendation, and commendation. We have to be very positive and supportive for each of the speakers so that there is learning here. Now, I would like to hand over the stage back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Digant. Over to you.
Thanks, Toastmaster Tariq. Now, we are beginning the meeting, and there is one unique thing regarding this meeting. Can any one of you guess what I'm thinking right now regarding this speech?
It will be a fantastic speech.
Okay, Toastmaster Swati, you are raising hand. Kindly guess.
I think what you're talking about is one speech is the icebreaker and the other
Exactly.
speech is the accomplishment speech.
Yes, so we are at the outset of one person's Toastmaster journey, and we are at the culmination. No, sorry, there is one correction regarding that. which I will be telling you after this speech, first speech ends. So we are at the outset of one of our fellow Toastmasters Toastmaster journey. And friends, as the tradition in Toastmaster goes, we will be acknowledging the contribution, the courage of our fellow member in this journey by acknowledging the person with standing ovation generally in physical meeting, but I would urge all of you to just unmute yourself and give an applause after the speech gets over, so that our friend knows that he is not alone in this journey. We all are with him. So friends, now I'm going to invite the evaluator of our friend Toastmaster Gaurav's speech, Toastmaster Astha, who told me that she was not a good speaker since the school days, and she took part in various competitions but never won. So once she came to Toastmasters, she decided to have a fresh start for her public speaking journey. Such a beautiful thought, that's really commendable. So now help me invite the evaluator of Toastmaster Gaurav's speech, Toastmaster Astha. Toastmaster Astha.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Toastmasters Gaurav Evaluator. The Toastmasters Gaurav is delivering his first speech, that is the icebreaker speech from the path, innovative planning. The purpose of the project is for the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
So friends, help me welcome on the screen Toastmaster Gaurav, Life of G. Sorry. Toastmaster Gaurav, Life of G, Life of G, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. This story is not a work of fiction. All characters, location, and incidents narrated are true. So sit back, grab a bucket of popcorn, and enjoy this web series. Chapter 1, My Stomach is Paining. On a particular day in 1993, me, my elder brother, and my dad, on one Monday morning, were lying on a bed in our house, and all of us were in a state of being drunkard. Now, my mom stormed into the room, tried to wake me up because it was Monday morning time to go for school, tried to wake my brother up Monday morning time to go for school, tried to wake my dad up Monday morning time to go for work. But none of us got up. The reason we didn't got up was because the previous night, all three of us were busy watching the India versus West Indies cricket test series match live, which used to be telecasted starting 2 o'clock in the night. And that is, this particular incident kind of explains my entire childhood. My entire childhood was more about play and less about school. I was more likely to be found in the cricket ground than in the school or in the in the tuition classes. My mom had a really tough time managing me, and because I was the youngest of three children, I could always get away with some or the other mistake. If I were to talk about my school report card, I scored an A++ in pranks. I scored an A in cricket mark, and there were generally a lot of readings on my exam answer paper. Scene 2, puppy love. Somewhere in the year 2006, now this is when I was 24 years old, I had just started working. I was working with a bank, and there was one particular day when we had to go to Delhi for a client meeting. I was there with one of my colleagues. I will name her S. I had a really strong crush on her. And this one particular day when I was there with her, she took me to a parlor along with herself. She got decked up, got the haircut done, waxing, this, that, all the things done. And then she very cutely asked, Gaurav, do you have 6,000 rupees? And like the puppy love that I had, like the crush that I had, I just removed my credit card and gave. She swiped it. And then 10 minutes later, she says that, actually, I'm going to go to meet my boyfriend. So I wanted to look nice. And honestly, I had the shock of my life. Many years later, I saw the movie Pyar Ka Panchnama, and there's a scene exactly like that. And trust me, I felt the director was somewhere connected to my crush. She would have narrated that story to him. So that was my puppy love phase. Scene 3. Somewhere in the year 2012, I was 32 years then. This particular incident happened when I was at the Indraprasth shopping center in Borivali. I was there to sell my iPhone. And while I was on my way to doing that, I saw I was getting a lot of calls from ICICI Bank credit card recovery department. That day, I sold my iPhone, I paid off my debt, and with the remaining 5,000 rupees, I started my own financial services company. And today, 8 years later, we are on the verge of launching our mobile application. So this was the third phase of my life. Now, if you must be wondering as to what happened in between. What happened during the phase of the year 26 to the year 32? Why is it that I had to sell off my iPhone? Why is it that I was getting recovery calls from a credit card association? Now, all these points, I'm not going to disclose it to you right now. Like a typical Abbas Mastan movie, I will keep those points in suspense and in hanging. But I will tell you this. In case you are interested to know these aspects of my life, look out for the sequel speech, GV Life of G Part 2, which will release in the month of December 2020. And in case you've still not guessed, I studied filmmaking from Whistling Woods Institute of Media and Entertainment. That is Gaurav Asani's story. Zoom out and cut.
Good applause, Gautam. Well, friends, this was really a marvelous speech by Toastmaster Gaurav. I would say it was really a nice episode of web series, the pilot episode. Generally, in web series, the first episode is referred as pilot episode. So this was a really good pilot episode. So, friends, yesterday itself, we all celebrated a beautiful festival across India, Eid, and we shared it with our fellow members in the club also. Why was it that? In Toastmasters, it is not that we avoid talking about religion, caste, creed, or anything else. We just talk about them in a positive manner so that we take positive things from them. Here, we don't, we never avoid talking about religion or anything else. We love to talk about them so that we can grasp good things from them. And to take another example, as the auspicious festival of Diwali is also approaching after around 15 days from here, 14 days from here. In our Hindu religion, there are three main gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Shivji, or whatever we call them, Lord Shiva. And last of them is Lord Shiva. Can any one of you tell me, who has the knowledge, what is the department of Lord Shiva? Means what god he is.
Can I joke?
God of destruction.
Who said? Chehek, I think. Huh?
Oh, I was in a Toastmaster
Yeah,
meeting.
God of destruction.
Okay, anyone else? So friends, this was the minor collection that I was talking about. Lord Shiva is not just the god of destruction. Lord Shiva is the god of a new beginning also, because after destruction happens a new beginning, a new creation. as per our mythology. So is our next speech. She is not giving the last speech of her pathways journey. This is not the end. This is starting a new start. So, when I asked our next speaker about her views, she told me about the time when she left the home for first time and had to make a fresh start by doing everything on her own, which was very painful period for her. Being a big homesick, I was also homesick, like I can understand this. She wasn't ready to accept that phase. She couldn't go a mile without her mom, never slept without her sister. Her life was totally changed and totally miserable. However, that made her realize the importance of family even more, and later made her a self-dependent person and let her earn some new lifelong relationships in the form of roommates also. So for our next speaker, now I'm going to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Gautam, to share her speech objectives.
Good afternoon, everyone. Toastmaster Swati is delivering her path completion speech at the project Reflect Your Path from the Path Innovative Planning. The speech title is It's Not the End. The timer, please note that the time limit for this speech is 10 to 12 minutes. The purpose of this speech, of this project, is for the member to reflect on his or her growth during the completion of an entire path. Also, the purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of his or her growth during the completion of a path. I wish Toastmaster Swati all the best for this speech and to a new beginning.
So, friends, this was Gautam Malhotra, Toastmaster Gautam Malhotra, telling about her speech objectives. But I have a request. Once this speech gets over, in order to acknowledge this new beginning, we also give a standing ovation to the speaker. So friends, as soon as the speech ends, let's all unmute ourselves and once again give a round of applause to our speaker. So help me welcome on the screen Toastmaster Swati Yadav. It's not the end. It's not the end. Toastmaster Swati Yadav.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day and Toastmaster Gautam. Some people join Toastmasters to stay away from their homes for 2 hours. Some people join Toastmasters to eat samosa, momos, or chole bhature after the meeting. Some people join Toastmasters to sleep in an air-conditioned room with minimal disturbance. My reason was all these three. Online meetings destroyed everything for me. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Exactly 1 year and 3 months ago, I joined Toastmasters without knowing much about it and my real reasons to join it. But I was fortunate enough to be blessed with a mentor like Toastmaster Shudita as soon as I joined the club. She made me aware of all the nitty-gritties of Toastmasters. She then asked me to choose a path to begin my public speaking journey. And again, I had no idea. Thanks to Toastmaster International for providing me the assessment with the help of which I chose the path Innovative Planning. Being a part of a planning team at my work, I thought it would be useful for me there too, as my mentor always kept on saying that Toastmasters will help you at your workplace too. But at that point of time, I used to think that I work for a power distribution company. And my job is to plan the uninterrupted supply of electricity, which is then executed by my team at the field. And man, I can ask my execution team to change a transformer without using body language or voice modulation. I mean, it would be awkward if I asked my execution engineer, you have to lay the cables overhead and underground for this scheme. I'm sure my team will declare me mentally unfit. Well, I got acquainted with its advantages at a later stage of my life. Level 1 of my path comprises of 3 projects: Icebreaker, Evaluation and Feedback, and Research and Presenting. Icebreaker. It's your introduction to the club. Like we just saw Toastmaster Gaurav delivering his icebreaker. But I always used to wonder that why TI has introduced the icebreaker as a mandatory project for all the 11 paths. It's the same person, so will be the introduction. I mean, if I had to take another path, I'll have to deliver my icebreaker again and my introduction will remain the same. But then I understood that they want you to realize who you were before you joined Toastmasters and who you are right now. Your introduction may be the same, but you must have grown up as a person. Project 2, Evaluation and Feedback. This project brought an evaluator out of me. I love this role so much that when I took the role of VP Education of the club, I used to provide offline evaluation to each and every speaker and role player after the meeting, even if they are not concerned. But after a point of time, I started thinking that I may be going way too far and I should control my emotions. But that certainly enhanced my evaluation skills. Third project, Research and Presenting. This was the project that recently helped me at my workplace. So there was a Kaizen championship at my organization, held at my organization, where we all were asked to submit our entries and the HR team had to find the best among them. And that person will have to represent their department and have to compete with the other people representing their respective departments. And the final one will have to compete with the one representing our sister organization. Much similar to the contests that we have in Toastmasters, club level, area level, division, and district level. So those who know me know that I am pathetic in making PowerPoint slides. Thanks to one of my seniors who helped me in making the slides. And a big thanks to Toastmaster International who helped me learning to present myself, that I managed to represent my department in this Kaizen championship. The next round is due on 6th of November and fingers crossed for that. So not for modulating my voice to my execution engineers, but at least Toastmasters is helping me in some way at my workplace too. Level 2 of my path consists of projects like understanding your leadership style, which helped me determine that my leadership style is a democratic kind of leader. Connect with your audience. That helped me understand that no other style can beat humor to connect with any kind of audience. And the third was Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring, which helped me understand the importance of the mentors and the mentees in your life. How this relationship is beyond anything. Level 3 was a game changer in my Toastmasters journey. My mentor had to leave the club because of her personal commitments. Then came Toastmaster Shahid in my life. He was a guiding light and helped me with further projects, like presenting a proposal, connect with storytelling, and active listening. As a project of level 4, I conducted an icebreaker contest, which helped me learning the managing projects successfully. And these online meetings, which didn't let me have samosa after the meeting, but at least allowed me to manage online meetings as a project of level 4. Then came the most important part of the path, level 5. Out of 5 elective projects, I choose to moderate a panel discussion. We called several VP educations of the club, and we decided to resolve the issues that are faced by VP educations. This show was a total flop. I got the feedback that it was more like a group discussion than a panel discussion. But I got my learnings. And I made sure that those who moderated panel discussion after me, I made sure to pitch in and told them what they don't have to do. And thus, I witnessed some of the greatest panel discussions of my life after this. Another major project of level 5 was high performance leadership. Along with a strong team and a guidance committee, we conducted a membership campaign where too we couldn't achieve what we targeted, but the learnings got us covered. As Toastmaster Digant rightly said, that the beauty of Toastmasters is that the stage allows you to make mistakes as much as you can, and thus grow yourself as much as you can. This entire path helped me understand that life cannot be great always. All days cannot be great. Some days may be good and some may not so good. But that's what altogether makes your life worthwhile. I started my journey without having a proper reason to join Toastmasters. But then later, I have delivered 7 minutes long speeches on benefits of Toastmasters. I have learned and earned so much from this platform that it's going to be with me. It's going to be inside me wherever I go, whatever I do. This speech is last of my path, but it's certainly not the end. Instead, it's an outset to implement these learnings in my day-to-day life. And maybe I can make a fresh start with a new path that Toastmasters International is offering me free of cost. As a Toastmaster of the Day is talking about making a fresh start, why shouldn't I think of it? Well, whenever I look back from Icebreaker to this date, I can proudly say that there have been a lot of people who I met in this Toastmasters fraternity and grew very close to me at personal level and contributed a lot at my growth as a speaker, as a leader. And in the same way, I could have also helped them making a better person or making a little bit of growth in their life's journey. And thus, I have grown as a better person a little bit each day due to the contribution of Toastmasters. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
So that was really a nice speech, a really inspirational one by Toastmaster Swati. Now, friends, we are done with this prepared speech session. Timer, may I know, are there any disqualifications on the basis of time? Are all people qualified?
Both the speakers are qualified.
Tech Master, can we have polls for the best speaker?
Yes, Digant. Just give few seconds. I'm preparing the poll.
Sure. Meanwhile, the things go on regarding pollings. Few days back, I was in a meeting and I was listening to Toastmaster International's president, DTM, Deepak Menon. Can any one of you guess that what was his first role? What was that one thing which inspired him to join Toastmasters? That was table topics. Once he went to his first meeting, there he was speaking. Although he was thinking that earlier, he used to think that tabletop, that this public speaking field is not his cup of tea. But after that table topic session, he realized this is something which he has to work upon. This is something for which he is made for. And a potential international president of Toastmasters joined the Toastmasters and began his journey. With this, Techmaster, are we ready with the polls?
Yes, Digant.
Okay, please post so that we can vote.
Yeah, guys, I just dropped the link for the best speaker. Please vote.
I think timer, please tell me when 30 seconds are when 20 seconds are over, so that we can move ahead with the next section.
Yes, 20 seconds are over. Now we can move on.
So, friends, now we are going to start the next session of this meeting, the table topic session. And for this, now I'm going to call on the screen our table topic master, Toastmaster Iqbal. Toastmaster Iqbal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Digant, Toastmaster of the day. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. I am Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster help you in many ways. Means the table topic help you in many ways. Like if you are going for the GD, it will help you there. If you are going for the interview, or you are discussing with your friend or your family, table topic help you to organize your thoughts in a minute or in a second. Table topic help you to get the ideas within the fraction of the second. Table topic help you to just collect all the information within a second. So there are many advantages of table topic session. I will request all the people to participate in this session. In the table topic, the speakers required to speak 1 to 2 minutes. There will be 30-second grace period from the upper side. So for those speakers who is speaking less than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes 30 seconds will be disqualified for the voting round. So as we are just started a new club, and today I'm also starting my own journey as a fresh start as a table topic master. So let's begin. So can I have the volunteer, any members from the club? So the guest can get the fair ideas how the table topics run. I think Suchit. Yeah, Suchit. Suchit, your topic is a memory of fresh start of your college. Your topic is a memory of fresh start of your college.
Am I audible? Yeah, great. So one of the first, basically the first college that I went to was an engineering college. And I really didn't know back in the day that why I was doing that engineering, but because at that time, whenever you get good grades, your parents force you to, choose the tougher subjects, because more than the force, you have a bigger expectation out about from yourself at that age. And so that's about it. My first was an engineering college, and like a typical engineering college, though my engineering college was based very near to my house. It was in Faridabad. So just like an typical Indian engineering college, it had, any junior that comes into the college, he has to go through ragging. And the ragging in my college wasn't that easy. But I was quite a sport when when it was about if letting my seniors do ragging, because I think that was a good icebreaker for the juniors to know the senior. But if I would reflect at the outset of my engineering journey, I think beginning was a fantastic part, because I was one of the most popular junior, like the freshers, if I would say, because of the fact that I was quite pally with my seniors, because I let them rag, but till a certain point, till it didn't get any discomfort zone or something like that. But yeah, I was a good sport, but I made a point that because of the fact that I was friendly with other seniors as well, so that it shouldn't go beyond a certain point. So yeah, it was a great beginning, and I really, when I reflect, I had a great time. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much, Suchit. I think I'm also connecting with you what you are saying, because I was also one of the student of engineering. And yeah, it's a very true story. Thank you so much. So the next speaker who want to participate, the next. Anyone?
I can go, Sana.
All right. So Sana, your topic is your boyfriend left you and then you decided to fresh start.
Okay. My boyfriend left me. So I would take a break if my boyfriend would leave me, although I don't have one. But if if he were to leave me, I would just take a break and take time to chill out with my friends and just enjoy my single life like I do right now. I think being single is awesome. One doesn't really need a boyfriend or a girlfriend to have fun. One can, have a lot of fun with friends and their family. And I think one should just do what they are content in, whether if one is content being committed or being single. So as I said, I would just take my time and not rush into another relationship or start finding myself, what we call rebound. So I would prefer not to have a rebound in my life and just concentrate on myself, take time off, maybe go on a holiday, and not to cry a lot over it. Although I'm a cry baby, but at least I don't want to cry over another person so much. Yeah, and that's what I would do. I think people just come and go into our lives, and we have to accept this fact, whether it's our boyfriend, girlfriend, our family members, our friends. Everyone has a specific time to stay in our lives, and we should accept that and move on. It takes time to accept that, but eventually we all do, and we can always be on track once the sad phase is over. Thank you. Over to you, Toast Table Topic Master.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sana. Very beautiful speech. I think I'm just connecting with you. I also don't believe in boyfriend and girlfriend. So we are on the same track. I think we should just give this time.
I didn't say I don't believe in boyfriend and girlfriend. I just said that.
I'm saying I don't believe in those things, okay, because I think like this is the time wasting. So we should utilize this time in some valuable work. Now let's move on. So who is coming next?
Iqbal, you have to say that after the marriage, obviously.
All right. So the next, who is coming next?
I would like
Ansu. Yes, Ansu.
Iqbal, I can go next.
All right. So Ansu, the topic for you is you try to cook something and you fail. Now you have the option to fresh start. Is it clear? You try to cook something and you fail, and then you are starting as a fresh start.
Iqbal, I can't hear you. I couldn't hear you. Can you repeat the topic? Am I audible,
Hello?
guys?
Yeah, you are audible. Am I audible to you?
But yes, now it's
Iqbal,
fine.
sorry,
Yes.
Toastmaster Iqbal, we can also you can also write down the topic in the chat for the thing.
All right. Now I think it's audible. So Ansu, your topic is you are trying to cook something and you failed. Now you are trying as a fresh start.
Okay. So I have an interesting story to share, and I could vividly uh, state an instant and see an instant. Like it was my son's birthday on 26th June, and before that, I was very excited that these are the things I'm going to cook. So I decided to make a Peppa Pig's cake. If you don't know who is Peppa Pig, he's the famous cartoon character doing creating lots of noise all around the places these days. Children are having fun, so my kid wanted to have a Peppa Pig birthday cake for him. So I tried to make it, but what I did a very stupid thing. I tried to bake it in a non baking ball, and that ball got fried up and my cake got burnt. So that was the failure, and I decided, like, quickly I had to do something that day. So I decided to make another cake, and I did the Oreo wala cake, the Oreo one cake, in which you just have to put the milk and your cake is ready. So it that I just learned from the failure, and just to manage that failure and to make my kid happy, I instantly made another cake, quick recipe cake. That was from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ansu. I like your attitude of never give up. I'm also a kind of that kind of person who never give up. I just did many mistakes. Like I also tried to cook something when I was in my college and did blunder, but I never give up. And now I'm a, you cannot say good cook, but I'm a yes, a well cook, not a well. I don't know. The word is not coming on on my mouth. So now the next topic, the next speaker, who is wants to come? The next one, Chehek. Great. So Chehek, could you please share something when you try to start something and then failed and then you fresh start? Any story?
Try to start what thing? Something, anything.
Yes. Try to start something in your life and you fail and then you restart, a fresh start.
Okay. I tried to start learning dance when I joined college. I joined dance classes. I mean, it was more of a sort of a workout regime for me. I had joined it to work out for that 1 hour, and the additional advantage being that I would learn a new skill, which is learning how to dance, because I'm quite a pathetic dancer. So I thought that I'll learn, and I did it for around 2 months, and I realized that I still am not getting better at it. So I thought I'll just leave it, and I decided to make a fresh start and venture into other activities where I can be better at. I do not want to just cry over something that did not work for me. It might work for someone else, but it did not work for me. So I thought that let me do something which I enjoy and which I can relate to. So instead, because the primary aim for me was to do something where I can work out and where I can burn some calories. So I started playing games, and and doing some aerobics. So I joined an aerobics class, and I started playing table tennis. I used to play table tennis when I was a kid, and I started playing it again when I was in college. And I've been playing it even during my professional days. So I did not take that as a disappointing situation in life that I failed at something, but instead I chose to venture into other areas where I could succeed or where I could be better at. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Iqbal.
Thank you so much, Chehek. Actually, I like it. I like it. The sentence is You said when you fail, then you not choose to cry, and then you move on, in your life. And this is the attitude we should have. So thank you so much, Chahak. The next speaker, anyone want to come?
I think Manvi is here.
Toastmaster Manvi, would you like to say some? Would you like to participate in table topic? Okay, I think she is not. Okay, anyone else? Toastmaster Tariq, would you like to take a topic?
Yes, sure.
All right. So could you please tell me when you start with your first smartphone, the first start with your smartphone, what was the story?
Okay. Talking about the first smartphone that I had. Smartphones. They were introduced to me when I came to Delhi for the first time in 2011. When I came to Delhi, I saw many friends of mine using smartphones, which was not the norm in those years. But they were the lucky few, so they used the smartphones. We were having the Nokia phones back then. So when I thought that why shouldn't I try the smartphone, because it has a Wi-Fi, it can click pictures, beautiful pictures, and it has a decent screen. So I started looking at my bank account, my savings bank account. How much money do I have? So the phone that I liked was a Sony Xperia L to be very precise. But it costed me around 16,000 back then. But I didn't have that money. So what did I do? I went back to my granny, my pyari, my beloved Nani. And I told her, Nani, I need a few bucks, a few $1,000 to buy that phone. I have around 5,000 rupees and I need 10,000 more. And she agreed and gifted me those 10,000 rupees. And with that, I went to the market and bought a new smartphone for myself. So, what did that phone do to me? It actually brought me and showed me the life, the connected life that we are having here. And I feel thankful that I chose to join the world of opportunities, the world of connected life, so that we are now connected and I don't feel backward in front of my friends. That's it. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Tariq. I think a very organized story you just told us. And it's a very interesting story how you just bought your first smartphone. And I'm sure everyone have some interesting story whenever we just bought our first smartphone. I have also, but I will not going to say here. Though, although I want to ask the next speaker, anyone want to participate? Who is going to be next? I think we have one guest, Safali. Hi, Safali. Would you like to participate in table topic? I think you are muted.
Yeah, so sorry. Hi, thank you so much.
All right. So you are the Toastmaster or guest?
No. I'm invited by Swati Yadav. She is a member of Toastmaster.
So are you working somewhere?
Yes, I'm working as a software developer and currently in Chandigarh.
All right. Great. So Safali, the topic for you is please share a memory when you start your work, means a fresh start of your work, the first time.
Okay. Okay, so going back to my college days, I was, you can say, above average performing girl. And I was having computer science. I did my BTech. But I did not get the placement from my college. I did college from Rajasthan, Banasali, and it was quite depressing at that moment of time, which is very crucial time for any like engineer to be engineer. So it was like 4 months. I struggled a lot for the placement or something, but it did not happen. Then I lost hope that no, nothing can happen in after BTech now. But my dad said that do not lose hope and try. Do not stop trying for it. Then I gave exams like MCAT and that which are for placement basically. And after that, I got placed in a very good company of Noida. So that's how like it taught me a lot that no, nothing placement or marks doesn't matter at all if you are trying if you're trying very hard, so you will get definitely what you want.
Thank you so much, Safali.
Thank you.
Very good speech. I just feel connecting because I'm one of the BTech guy, and I know all the BTech guy have some unique story and thing, and you have also. So everyone have some pain, and I think different stories. That is completely fair. It's not an issue. So timer, I would like to know, do we have time to take some more speaker?
We can take one more.
All right. So anyone wants to come? Anyone, please come. Come on, guys. I will give very easy topic now. Deepti, would you like to come?
Okay, sure, TM Iqbal. Although, would you like to come sounds more like you have to come.
Okay, so
okay, sure.
when you joined Toastmaster, I think yeah, it was a completely a different story.
Yes.
So just I would like to give you a topic that is related to you. So please tell me your story, your first start of Toastmaster, when you decided to start the Toastmaster journey, the first start.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Iqbal. For me, the Toastmasters journey actually started around 7.5 years back, not as an active Toastmaster, but as a passive Toastmaster. So that's when my husband joined his first club. And I was always there by his side, not actively listening, but, being aware of what was going on during the club meetings. And at that time, we had offline meetings, in-person meetings. So he used to give me a brief account of whatever happened, his speeches. And yes, I used to do his evaluation, not using a CRC approach, but being a proper critic, and giving him feedback, which was very straightforward, very blunt. And there were times when I used to see his facial expressions change. So that is the time when I actually started Toastmasters. But yes, every time he or we discussed about me joining Toastmasters, because we could see the benefits straight out of the box for him, I pushed the idea away until my birthday this month. The month has not yet ended, when he quietly decided to enroll me as a Toastmaster without asking me. And the only time he shared that you are going to have a fresh start and be a Toastmaster now on is when he needed my signatures on the form. And although I had given him the signatures blindly, trusting him totally, but thereafter, once he took probably his guilt of taking a blind signature from me, made sure that, he shared the reason. And I initially, of course, I was not very accepting, because I'd been pushing it away because of home responsibilities, my kids, family, work. But soon enough, I knew I had to take the plunge someday, and I'm glad I did. And I'm here today with all of you speaking about my fresh start. So thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Iqbal.
Thank you so much, Deepti. It's one of
Thank
the
you.
great speech. Actually, you are one of the lucky person who absorbed the Toastmaster for the 7 year and then joined. Actually, in my case, when I joined the Toastmaster, just I went as a guest and then I see all the beautiful faces and I was so nervous that time. I cannot express. So yeah, it was a very great journey. So now I
Yes.
think we
Thank you.
have the one more guest. Tamognath, would you like to speak?
Sure, Iqbal. How are you?
Great, great. After a long time, we are just seeing here. Yeah, it's good to have you here. So your topic, could you please share a memory when you first start with your bike?
Bike?
Yes, when you
Sorry,
purchase
I don't. No, I
anything
don't.
like any memory related to bike or bicycle or four-wheeler. You have three options.
Okay, I will say start with four-wheeler.
Great.
I remember the first time I went for my driving lessons, and I was so scared because I don't know how to ride a bike. Unfortunately, I will learn definitely. But I started with my four-wheeler, and it was a very horrifying experience because I know nothing about gear, nothing about steering, nothing how to steer as well. So I was very afraid for my first lesson, and that is exactly how I would see. That is exactly how you see with anything that new you try. When you don't know anything about it, you are very much afraid of it, but eventually you get a hold of it and you become comfortable with it. And same is with me. The experience for me has been, as I've been listening to the previous speaker who she spoke about her Toastmaster experience. My first Toastmaster experience was similar to my driving experience. I was completely terrified. I froze within just uttering after uttering 5 words, and I am. But at the end of the day, I could see the benefits of it. So all I want to say is, I want to say is that anything that you don't feel is completely new, you feel terrified at first, but if there are benefits, definitely it's worth the try and worth the time. So thank you, Toastmaster Iqbal, for
Wonderful,
again for
wonderful,
choosing. Yeah, thank you.
wonderful story. Thank you so much, Tamognath. So now, guys, it's time to close the table topic session. Thanks a lot for all the speakers who participated. We enjoy a lot. Now it's time to go for the waiting for the voting for the best table topic speaker. Now I'm going to send the link in the chat box. Please go for the voting. Timer, please note down 20 seconds.
5 more seconds to go. Yep, we can move on.
Thank you so much, guys. So now I'm going to hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Digant.
Thanks, Toastmaster Iqbal. Now we are moving towards our third, last, and next session. That is general evaluation session. Before moving to it, let me share with you a personal anecdote or personal thought. Few months back, or like I was thinking, I'm not a guy made for public speaking. I am a person who likes to work behind the curtains, behind the stage. So I don't want that. But why I'm giving so many speeches in Toastmasters? I'm just over here talking about things and giving speeches. Then I realized one thing. I always wanted to share my knowledge with people, not in a thing that Toastmaster has called professional speaking. In Toastmasters, we actually have a title of accredited speaker, a professional speaker whom even Toastmaster recommends, and this is an official thing. So I got my new purpose, and that's when I made a fresh start. That now onwards, Till now, I've worked upon my public speaking and many other things, my networking, etc. But now, let me make a fresh start. Let me make myself a good professional speaker. So a new goal was the thing that I got that day. Most of us think, what is in Toastmasters? We did a lot of work in our life. We did this and that. We did moons, stars, planets, Earth, etc. But there is always something that is always left behind, which we can work upon, which we need to work upon, and by working upon which we can actually make something remarkable. And for that, it needs a fresh start. With this, now we had a table topic session. So just to tell you about our table topic master, for him, starting something fresh is really passionate. He always feels optimistic and keeps trying. And for our session master for next session in general evaluator session, he has already given his introduction, but general evaluation also marks a new start, a fresh start. So help me welcome on the screen the general evaluator for the meeting, Toastmaster Tariq Ashraf.
Thank you, Digant, Toastmaster Digant, for that dose of energy, and thank you for conducting such a beautiful meeting till now. Now, coming on to the purpose of this session, the general evaluation session. I have two evaluators, speech evaluators, and I request the first speech evaluator, Toastmaster Asta, to come on stage and deliver her evaluation of the first speaker, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I hope I am audible and facing some issues with my network. So in case I stop talking or my screen is stopped, just tell me. Okay, starting with the evaluation. Firstly, I want to congratulate the speaker on such an amazing onset of his journey. What an amazing speech, what an amazing way to speak it, and how beautifully everything was laid out, just perfect. The best thing about his speech was the humor. From the start of his speech till the end, it was packed with humor. Every second there was a smile on one or the other listener face, and we were enjoying it throughout. Be it A++ in pranks or A+ in cricket, or grab a bucket full of popcorn and just sit back, relax and enjoy. We actually, if we had known that this speech was going to be this amazing, we would have got our buckets of popcorn ready. The next thing is detailing. What an amazing detail laid out at every part of the speech. Like when he talked about the third screen, he said 2013, when he was 32 years old, he went to Indraprat in Borivali and to ICICI Bank, mentioning his credit card, iPhone details, everything. It was laid out in a perfect structure and every detail was mentioned, thus making it more beautiful. The next thing is the confidence. Throughout the speech, there was no fumble or not even a drop of nervousness in his face. He was throughout fluent, throughout confident. His face was full of expression, smile, everything was there, nothing was missing. That's what was special about his speech. Coming to the few recommendations I have, because every speech is a good speech, but can be made perfect. So the recommendations I have for him is firstly pauses. I felt the speaker was running throughout his whole speech. The content of his speech was so beautiful and it was led so beautifully. Only if pauses could be added in the perfect ways, the speech would have reached another level. Adding pauses creates impacts, thus makes the speech a more beautiful one. The next recommendation I have for him is his hand gestures. He used perfect hand gestures to explain details of his speech. But I saw his hands closing most of the time, or even when his hands was not closed like this, one of his hand was like this while he explains things with his other hand. This hand could have been kept down or maybe used in some other way instead of keeping it like this throughout the whole speech, which would create more beautiful impact, especially visually. And the last thing I want to tell him is the learning. Every listener here is speak to get a great learning at the end. That what was missing in his speech. Only if he could incorporate that, his speech would reach another level. Thus summarizing, his speech was full of humor, details, and confidence. I'd like to wish the speaker best of luck for his next speech. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Astha, for that wonderful feedback. An amazing speech by someone who was giving his first speech, an icebreaker. I didn't expect that to be so much theatrical, and it did. But coming on to the evaluation, it was done perfectly by Toastmaster Astha, who has learned the art of evaluating a speech. So now coming to our second evaluator, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Swati's final speech of her pathway. And it is Toastmaster Gautam joining us with his evaluation. Over to you, Toastmaster Gautam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tariq, for the introduction. It is not the end. Well, what an apt start to the end, actually, at least for this path, where Toastmaster Swati very lucidly took us through her entire journey of the 5 projects or 5 levels that she completed as part of the innovative planning path. What I liked about Toastmaster Swati is how she went into details about each of her levels, what she learned at each of those levels, and how she was helped by various people during that entire journey. Let's start, for example, with level 1. She went on to give us detail how level 1 is divided into 3 basic and the icebreaker. What is the importance of the icebreaker? Secondly, what is research, what is feedback and evaluation, and how she used it, and how she even used research and presentation at her work through the Kaizen project that she went on to explain. So that gave us a lot of understanding of how she's used the learnings of Toastmasters beyond just this screen and beyond, of course, the physical Toastmaster meeting that we used to have. Then she went on to explain each of the levels, level 2, 3, 4, and 5, and how she learned and evolved as a person through each of them, and how various Toastmasters who had helped her achieve those goals, whether it was Toastmaster Shudita or Toastmaster Shahid, who helped her achieve the various goals that she wanted to tell us about. Level 2, level 3, and level 4, I believe, were a lot of learning. And as she rightly said, level 3 was the game changer for her. That gave us a lot of in-depth into her own understanding of the Toastmasters journey, how she has evolved over the journey of Toastmasters and what she has learned. What I also liked about her, how she went on to tell us about level 4 and 5, where she admitted that she had learned, she had made mistakes, and certain aspects, whether it was conducting the icebreaker contest or it was conducting a panel discussion, some things which went very well and some things that she learned a lot. So in life, of course, there are 2 things: you succeed or you learn. And Toastmasters and the speaker very rightly gave us that in-depth sort of how she has learned and how she then imparted that training to a lot of other people. So at Toastmasters, an important part, of course, is you do develop your own personal skills or your own personal public speaking skills, but also learn a lot about leadership. Now, what were the 3 most important aspects that stood out for me in Toastmaster Swati's speech? One, and I think which the speaker did very, very well, was the use of self-deprecating humor. Like how the speaker had told us that humor is one of the best forms of a style of speaking. And when you combine it with wanting to join Toastmaster to eat samosas, I'm sure all of us, at least the ones who have been to Toastmaster physical meetings, could relate with it. The second thing that I liked about Toastmaster Swati's speech was her hand movement, whether it was to explain the usage of laying the cables underground or putting the cables overground and explaining that to her staff and her colleagues. I particularly liked that a lot. And the third part that I liked about Toastmaster Swati's speech was her constant engagement with the audience and how she managed, even through a virtual platform, to keep us all engaged through her personal stories and at every level relating back to her learnings outside Toastmasters and at work. Obviously, I don't want good to be the enemy of great, so I have to give a few recommendations. And one of those recommendations is that it would have been wonderful if the speaker could have included a summary to encapsulate all her learnings of the entire, even though she did tell us a lot about it, but a 3 or 4 point sort of summary would have really been like, I learned how to mentor people, I learned how to use humor, I learned how to lead teams, for example. That could have been one of the ways. And that is the only summary, that is the only recommendation that I have for the speaker for such a wonderful speech. So all in all, great use of humor, especially self-deprecating humor, great use of the live examples that you used. And if you could just encapsulate everything with a summary, you would have become an even better speaker. But with that, I wish you all the best for the next path and great marketing for the next path as well. Thank you, Toastmaster Swati.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gautam. It was a wonderful feedback and well laid out, well delivered. Now, coming back to our voting. First of all, I'd like to know, timer, Toastmaster Amulya, is there any disqualification?
Yes, Toastmaster Gautam is disqualified because he went over the time limit.
Okay. So in that case, I think we don't need...
It was a 10-minute speech, so I had to go.
Yes. So Toastmasters is sometimes harsh on us. Now let's have our tag teams, and I would like to call upon stage the first of those tag team, and that is an active listener, Toastmaster Deepti. Let's have some fun.
Sure. Yes, it's time to wake up, everybody. So I will have a set of questions for all of you. Some might be just easy giveaways and some will make you think a little harder. So starting with my first question. So Toastmaster Tariq, when introducing himself, quoted the class which made him do a fresh start. What class was he in, or what grade was he in? Anybody raising a hand? Yes, Toastmaster Swati.
8th class?
That's correct. He was in class 8. Yay. Thank you. Right. Second question. Our timer for the day, Toastmaster Amulya, is currently based out of which city? Let me see somebody else. Yes, Toastmaster Sana.
Bombay.
That's correct. He is from Bombay or Mumbai. Thank you. The third question. In his speech, Toastmaster Gaurav mentioned 3 sections. In the first section, he spoke about 2 countries. The cricket match, he was watching a cricket match for 2 countries. Which 2 countries were they? Yes, Toastmaster Chehek.
India, West Indies.
Perfect. You guys are pretty good listeners, huh? I'm still learning the art. Great, thank you. My next question. After Toastmaster Gaurav gave his speech, Toastmaster Digant referred to his speech as a dash episode. Yes, Toastmaster Richa?
Pilot episode.
That's perfect. Thank you. Yes. The next question. In her speech, Toastmaster Swati mentioned 3 reasons for joining Toastmasters. Snacking, I'm sure all of us heard it well. Sleeping without disturbance, the second. What was the third reason? Yes,
Can I
Toastmaster
say?
Anshu. Yes.
Staying out of house for few hours.
Yes, that's correct. She wanted to stay out of her house for 2 hours. That's correct. Thank you. My 7th question. Toastmaster Digant mentioned about Deepak Menon being inspired to joining the Toastmasters Club. What inspired Deepak Menon, DTM Deepak Menon, to join the Toastmasters Club?
Deepti, you are on mute.
Okay. So Toastmaster Tariq, you can go ahead. I hope the question was all.
Yeah, it was table topics.
That's correct. That's one of the most difficult sections to conquer. Okay. I've completed 7 questions. Timer. Do I have a little time for a couple of more questions?
Yes, you do.
Thank you. Okay. So Toastmaster Anshu cooked an alternate cake for her son. Which was it? I'm waiting. No, hold on, Swati. Toastmaster Swati. Yes, Toastmaster Asta.
Finally, Oreo cake.
That's correct. It was an Oreo cake instead.
You are on mute. Deepti, you are on mute. Please unmute yourself.
I'm wondering why am I going on mute? Okay. So in her table topic, Toastmaster Chehik mentioned the motive to join an aerobics and table topics, table tennis, and started playing table tennis. What was the motive behind doing that? Who hasn't given an answer? Yes, Toastmaster Ghulam. I see you raising your hand.
Yeah, I think it's exercise.
Yes, you're correct. Her motive was to have a workout regime. So thank you, everybody. With that, I close my questions and must say all of us included, so are good listeners. So we're in good hands. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Tariq.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepti. That was your first session and a first start. And at the outset, you set the tone. Thank you, Toastmaster Deepti, for that wonderful session. Now,
thank you.
Let us have other members of the tag team. Now I'll call them in the reverse order. So I'll call our grammarian of the day for delivering the report of grammarian. Toastmaster Richa, the stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I would like to begin with the Toastmaster of the day, the good usages. Toastmaster Digant commented upon marvelous pilot episode, cup of tea, optimistic. Toastmaster Tariq, curious, guest Gaurav, zoom out and cut, minimal, nitty-gritty, acquainted, comprises of, guest Anshu, vividly, Toastmaster Deepti, plunge, Toastmaster Gautam, lucidly, important, encapsulate. Now, some bad usages are, did not got up, the correct sentence should be did not get up. With the correct sentence should be with other people. The big thanks, it should be a big thanks. I chose, it should be I choose, it should be I chose if you are referring to a past event. I never give up, it should be I never give up if you are referring to a past event. Some of the pronunciation mistakes I have noted. The correct pronunciation mistake would be its recommendation. That's all from my side. I couldn't keep count of the word of the day. It was used by 4 to 5 people, and that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Richa, for that wonderful report. And now coming to our next role player, the next auxiliary role player, Toastmaster. I can't see him. Can you please switch on your video, or are you comfortable on audio mode, Toastmaster Ghulam? So let's welcome Toastmaster Ghulam on stage with his report of our counter.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Let me share my screen. I'm not able to.
Yes, wait a minute, just a minute. Yeah, now you can.
Okay. So here's my report for our counter. Let me start from Richa. So in the starting, I haven't listened any of our counter and filler words from her. So it was complete fantastic. And the same goes to Rohan Batra. There were no filler words, our counter, short pauses and long pauses. With Digant, I was what I will say. I was totally connected with him. It was inspiring. In the starting speech, I was not able to found any mistake from his side, but yes, in the end, I found one R counter from him. And then we goes to Amulya. So there is one R counter. And for me, I was not able to keep note while I was speaking. For Richa, it was one R counter. For Dipti, it was one R counter and one short pause. With Gaurav, it was one R counter. Then again with Swati, there was no filler words, R counter, short pauses and long pauses. It was fantastic. From Muhammad Iqbal, there was two R counters and one filler word, that is so. And with Tariq Ashraf, a general evaluator, we have two R counter from him. And with Asta, we have one R counter. And with Gautam Malhotra, we have two R counter. And for table topic, I think the list was missing from the our portal. So I have noted down in my notepad. So I will begin with Suchit. Suchit has two R counter. Then Sana has two R counter. Then Chehek two R counter. And Anshu also used one R counter. And Shifali used one. And then Tamagna used two. So to conclude my report, total number of R counter used by our participants are 20. And then there was only one short pause and there were no long pause and only one filler word, that is so. So overall, it was a good performance by all of us. Thank you, Toastmaster. Tariq Ashraf, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ghulam, for that wonderful report. And I liked the ending where you counted all the hours of our whole team, all the club members. That's great. And I am delighted that there was no long pause. There were no long pauses, and the filler words were also very less. Thank you, Toastmaster Ghulam, for that wonderful report. Now coming on to our last report, that is of our timer of the day, Toastmaster Amulya.
Great, finally, results, right? Can I have a hands up for anyone who likes results? Like, does anyone like results here? Everyone? Wow, okay, you guys are really unique because where I come from,